while ago. Just started kind of fixing them up a little. Thought I'd go live, just shoot a quick video with you guys, show you a piece I did a few years ago. Since how we're live, I'm sure I'll repeat myself, but yeah, this will upload after like usual. Look at that. And I think this was a few years ago. It doesn't look half bad. Used to use marbles when I did the eyes. So he was a burnt piece, just a burnt bare, no paint. Only filled one crack. Today is just this crack right here. I'm gonna leave all the other smaller checks. Base is still super solid. I mean, filled the crack, but kind of crazy. Kind of crazy he's held up, but he's been on a porch. This bear's been on a porch for, I don't know, this is probably from the first year I started carving, so it's been about 6 years. He's been kicking around. He just needed to be freshened up a little bit, so it's like, you know what, we'll go live. See, we got a couple people jumping on. He used to look like this. I just did that, and now he's got this gray look to him. But filled in the gap here, hit it with the Sandaflex. Well, carved it out, hit it with the Sandaflex. Just got to torch it, throw some clear on it. Thought I'd jump on and see what you guys are all up to for just a short video, I guess. Had hoped to do some live carving today, but just didn't work out. Been loading the truck up. I got a place to, I got some deliveries to go and do tomorrow, so kind of spent the day tinkering around with that, repairing another bear from a customer I had to pick up this morning, and a sign I've been working on, refinishing and repairing it and things. No time to carve today. Crazy how the gray will it'll just come right back to life. A little bit of torch. So this piece was, I believe, this piece was originally finished with boiled linseed oil, and I don't know if that helped it or not, but I also know the customers kept him on the porch, so he's just been on a porch for the last 5 or 6 years, so he hasn't had any direct weather, just you know, the regular moisture, so he's kind of got this green, I don't know, like mildew or something on him, but we're just burning that stuff right off. Hope you guys are all having a good evening. Getting close to that 10,000 subscriber mark. We're doing those giveaways once we get there, so that'd be awesome. Not sure about a video for this weekend. Got a birthday party for my son and not being able to carve today. I'll be traveling all day tomorrow. I don't know. Don't know what'll happen for a video this weekend. We'll have to figure it out or maybe skip. We'll see what happens. I don't know if you guys can even hear me over the porch. The owl bird bath I did, that's a video in the works, but it's a gift for somebody. Somebody ordered, so I can't post it until after a certain date. Wow. You know what I just realized? I never signed this piece. Never signed this piece. Alright, I gotta grab the battery saw. We gotta put some initials in this guy. My goodness. That's been too long. Apparently I didn't put initials in some of my original works. That with the sander real quick. Little burn. I'm gonna flap sand the whole thing lightly, and then I think we're just gonna slap some clear on there. There, good enough. Slap some clear coat on them and it'll be good as new. Well, originally there was no clear coat. It was just boiled linseed oil, so he'll be better than new, I guess. He'll be better than new. Now I need this guy to dry fairly quick, so I'm not diluting the finish tonight. I'm just going to run it straight. Do kind of just a single heavy coat. And I'll probably just move this guy right into the shop. The shop, I don't have any heat going in there, but it's quite a bit warmer than the outside air today. Just dry and warm in there. Kind of nice. So tomorrow, I got to deliver the lions I carved, the lioness and the 3 cubs. It's a little bit of a drive. And then they have a bench I made for them a few years back. I got to refinish that while I'm out there. Well, add a coat of clear to it while I'm out there, I should say. And we got to go to a store where I sell. And drop off some work. Kind of getting late in the season to do it, but I got to get out there. Haven't had a truck, so it's been kind of tough to stock stores that are, you know, any great distance with any large amount of carvings or anything for that matter. But got my truck a week ago, so that's a plus. Had some people ask to see it and do a video on it. We might do that in the future. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want people thinking YouTube's paying for a truck, because that's not even close to the truth. Working a day job and running the business pays for the truck. Mostly the day job. We got 6 people. What's going on, guys? Just kind of hanging out. Finishing this old bear from probably like 5 or 6 years ago. It was one of my, within like my first year of carving at least, I think. Maybe second. Hey, thanks, Clark. Yeah, this one's from, man, he's got to be at least 5 years old, this bear. He's in pretty good shape. He had a good crack right here. I filled in, but I'm not filling in any of the others. We'll let those so he can kind of breathe. Just wanted to fill that one big one. And the owners of one of the stores that I sell at, they had bought this from me a long time ago. It had to be 5 years now. And last year when I was up there, I'm actually going to that store tomorrow, and I forgot about this guy. Whoops. I had said, yeah. She said, why don't you take him and slap some finish on him for me and redo him? I said, okay. And I forgot all about it. It's been in the shop for a while. So, well, we'll get him sanded up here, and which I already did. I already retorched it and stuff. I said it earlier, it's just finished with boiled linseed oil, and that's pretty much just wore off. He didn't see any direct weather, really. He was just on their covered porch, and he weathered well there, actually. There's no soft spots, no rot. It's a very solid piece still. And this is a piece of red pine. When I first started carving, I just did what a lot of you guys do, is just carve whatever you can get your hands on, you know. Now sometimes I'll buy logs, or I get a little more picky about what I want to carve, you know. But when you're learning, you're just starting out. Oh wait, I do have initials down here. Ha! I thought I didn't put any in, so I took the saw and put it in over there. They're little tiny ones, man. I missed them. Looks like I took way too much time in creating those initials on there. Looks like I carved them in with a stinking hand chisel. Don't waste your time with that. Get some burrs and just rip them in there, or use your chainsaw. You want them good size so people can see them, know it's your work. Things you learn over time. Oh, good as new. I'm not going to put a bunch of coats on him. One, I want him dry. But two, he's got this really nice weathered look to him. Now, because this piece is old as it is, I'm actually just going to seal the bottom as well. I know, we're getting crazy. Normally I don't seal the bottoms. I let it breathe. The logs I'm carving are full of moisture, and I want it to have a place to escape. In this case, he's 5 years old, and he's been in my shop for close to a year with heat all winter and everything, so he's dried out. Like, he's dry. And I know he's going back on a covered porch, and I know they don't like the plastic look in any way, so we'll do one nice kind of coat of finish. It'll soak in real good. Look at that. Boy, he's got a nice color to him. All done up. You guys weren't here. I said this is back when I used to do, I wasn't carving eyes yet in the bears. I was using marbles. And get this paint can sealed up. I was using marbles for their eyes, which is kind of funny because I don't do that anymore, but some of you might be using marbles. Let's get some marbles that are like 5/8. Get a 5/8 bit, drill them in, and boom, done. Let it crack. Let it crack. there's not much you can do, you know? Just carve it. How big is the basswood? Let me get this stuff in the shop. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put this stuff away and get these gloves off. I'll come out and chat. Oh, all right, he's drying. Let's see here. All right. So here we got a few more people. Orange pancakes that crack. Yeah, they always do. They always do. I talked about it before in videos. I don't know if you caught that one or not. I'm just going out back, guys. I'm going to sit in a chair or something here, hang out. I should be mowing the lawn since I'll be gone all day tomorrow. Oh, so maybe we'll go live for just a few more minutes, and then I gotta try to mow the lawn quick. Yeah, it'll probably crack. It probably will, to be honest. Once you start cutting slices, cookie cuts out of logs, they almost always crack. At least one go if you dry them fast. So like if you dry cookie slices fast, you'll get a little bit of checking. All right. If you dry them slow, you'll get one crack from the center to the edge. To me, that's something better to deal with. All the little checking could make the piece weak, in my opinion. One big solid crack, at least you could put a big wedge in there. You could cut it nice and straight if you wanted to, like if you had a bandsaw, especially if you're going to do a table or centerpieces. Honestly, people buy them from me for weddings. I usually get, I don't know, a couple of orders of those a year, and I just leave them. You know, I let them know they're going to crack, and that's that. You know. Hey Donnie, what's going on? Thanks, man. Not using marbles for eyes. Now, what do I mainly use? Honestly, I use flame burrs, flame bits from Saburrtooth. Uh, my go-to bit is that 1/4 inch shaft, 1/2 inch green coarse burr, and then I've been using the 1/4 inch shaft, 3/8 fine, which is a yellow one. Hog it all out and kind of shape and create the eye. I just put a video up actually, Donnie. I don't know if maybe you missed it, on how to carve bear eyes, and kind of did a step-by-step tutorial on how I was carving bear eyes, man. So you can check that out. That's up somewhere. Um, my mind says if you can afford the tools and you can carve them, that's a one-time purchase, right? You can purchase a bit and a drill one time, but you always have to buy marbles. Or you purchase a die grinder and a flame bit in your set. Then if you want different flame bits to do different things, then that's up to you to spend the money. But in the long run, you don't have to buy anything else to create eyes. You can just, use those carving implements and you're good to go. Plus, I was having a tough time finding marbles. Nice and quiet this evening. Yeah, I think it's a good investment. I mean, that 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch shaft, 1/2 inch coarse, the green, flame burr from Saburrtooth's got to be my favorite on the die grinder, man. I use it for everything. Fingernails, the nails, claws, fingers, furring when I want real tight texture up near the face, the mouth, nose, eyes, doing a design in the ears. That I got a couple extra burrs, but I think I'm still on my first one. Um, you treat them right, they last. You start smacking them off each other or the ground or hitting your jaw horse or not taking care of them, you start breaking teeth off, they're not going to last. I think it's my second one, actually. The first one I dropped a couple times. I smacked it off the vise. I didn't take care of it, and then it stopped cutting as good because teeth are broke. I realized it in about a second one, and I think now I'm on that second one I've had for a couple years now at least, and it still cuts just as good as when I got it. Just keep it clean and keeps running. You guys want to see the bears I got blocked out? Hopefully I can do something with them next week. You guys want to go look? Ooh, hear that chair? These chairs have had it. Sit out here and get weather beaten and worn, and they're done. Done. I tell you, these chairs are done. Oh, here's the. Let's see if this. I don't know if will this spin around while I'm live. Oh, it will. How fancy. So this is a customer bear. I had to go up, and it's a good customer of mine. I don't usually pick up bears for repair, but they also had a sign I was going to do some refinish work on, so I grabbed their bear for repairs and to freshen them up. They have a big family reunion every year, and they wanted him to look really nice, so we redid the eyes, but we had some nice sizable cracks in here and down through this arm, and there's another one right here, but as you guys can see, you can't really see them. Hey James, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. One thing I do like about the pine is after a couple years it darkens up on its own, because that was super light when they bought it, and then the finish just darkens it up nice. So right now he's got one coat of clear, a bunch of fresh paint. Let's see here. Let's head over, see the few I got blocked out. Only gonna be on maybe another few minutes though. I do need to mow the lawn. Ooh, that sky looked nice behind me. Look at that. That looks pretty cool, huh? It's like the sky is breaking apart with fire behind it. Glad I got that on camera. That looks awesome. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if I'll spin you guys around. Move some things out of the way. Sorry, nostril shot. So here's a bear I blocked out. Oh, the other day. Alright, it's tough to see. He's not fully blocked out yet. Right? It is, isn't it, Jennifer? I thought it looked awesome. Let's see if we can get that shot again. Look at that. Those clouds look gnarly. It does, doesn't it? I didn't even notice it till I had the camera on me like this, and I was like, dang, that looks cool. That's the kind of stuff right there you can draw inspiration from, you know? Art that we can't create. We can't create that. A painter might be able to mimic that, but man. Like right there, it looks like bellowing smoke from a fire, right? Like so down here on the bottom and then bellows up. So cool. I'm glad we could get that on camera tonight. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, here is this piece. So, excuse me. We'll have, this will be a bear, obviously. If you guys can tell, maybe not. This will be an arm coming around. He'll have an arm wrapping around the back. We'll have a foot. Tree trunk will kind of come down like a root. We'll do a rock and a root. So we'll come up the tree. We'll have a branch. We'll do a little beehive. Okay, probably add a couple bees to it or something. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Got the back blocked out just a little, nothing crazy. So he's still got a lot of work to go on that one. This one, I gotta move it so you guys can see. So this one I gotta get working on. He's kind of peeking out around the tree here. He's kind of got a paw up, kind of weird. We'll have a foot kicked out to the side. Tree trunk, a little branch, tree root, a rock. We'll come up here to a tree branch. This will get hollowed out some, you know, and taken away. And we'll have an owl on this side. And this is where this bear gets kind of crazy. He's over here petting. He's gonna be petting the owl. This will be the owl's tail, that branch. So we gotta finish bringing this down for his body, and that rock sticking out here as well. It's going to be a cool piece. And then we've got this bear. This bear will be holding a baby bear, swaddled in the blanket. Why? I don't know. It was just, I started carving the piece and that's what I saw in it. I was like, you know what? This looks like a mama bear holding a baby. And so when you look this way, a little snout, an ear, right? Got a little paw and an arm, and a blanket coming up. Right here's the body. And she's just sitting down. So one arm comes underneath, one arm will come over the top. But yeah, I can't remember if I showed you guys those or not, but those are in the works. And then got the truck loaded up for tomorrow. The old Silverado. Got Sasquatches riding around. Got the big lion in there. 3 lion cubs are under all this. Got some other bears for the store and stuff. That bear with the bees we did, I got a video for. That'll hopefully go to the store as well. Actually, you guys want to see it? We're here already. So that's the truck I got. Big 2500. It's like one step up from a work truck. I ain't ashamed to say it. I wasn't gonna spend as much on some of them other ones. But you know, that's what non-stop working can do, I guess. Sometimes it's a little too much, but I think this truck will last me a good long while. I hope it does. Actually, these, I'll show you guys the signs I'm working on too. So these signs I did, 2 years ago? I keep wanting to say 3, but maybe 2 years ago? It was done when I did the bear out there we just looked at. And really needed a repair. There's a video on here actually making this sign. So this, sadly, is the upper part to the sign. You can see the peeling. And it didn't get finish on it every year, so needed to get some finish on it, some water worked in here, kind of split it apart. It's pretty beat. You guys can see. If you refinish them every year, see, like this side doesn't get sun every day. This is the back side, so it's a double-sided sign, all of it. This side, the sun rises and falls on this side. And on this side, it's the shaded side, so it doesn't get the sun to just pound on it. Hey, Olith. Oh, jeez. I better look. Otolith. All right, Otolith. What are you looking for, Clark? What do you mean? What are you looking for, man? So this sign, I've already sanded, cleaned it up. They all had to get a good wash. Warm, soapy water, a little bit of bleach. Before I do a finish on it, though, I think I'm going to see if I can get some mold remover spray, and like spray it and let it soak on the bare wood and let it air dry. Kind of clean it up. What you talking about, Clark? A truck? Got to get you one of them. I've been waiting for a while for a new one. Sold the old one, been saving up, so I had a really nice chunk of money to put on it. On these, I use the same thing I use on the bears, honestly. I do the Minwax Helmsman. And I'll I shouldn't say water down. I'll use mineral spirits and kind of do like a 25-75 mix. So like the first coat soaks in really well. And hey, thanks, James. Have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. And let it soak in. 2 coats like that, maybe 3, till it starts to build, and then do like a good solid coat over top. But this has been weathered for probably a good solid 2 years. So if the customer, so like you see this side, right? It's held up really nice. And this side is really weathered. So I try to always tell the customers, like, if you just get the spray can and spray it on like once a year, sometimes it'll last quite a bit longer, but sometimes it just is what it is. Just is what it is. Well, losing daylight. I gotta try to fire up that lawnmower and do some real work in my house, I guess. Make the wife happy, you know? You gotta do those things. So I hope you all have an awesome night. I think one of these days we're gonna take the truck to some back road and maybe we'll go over it and take a look at it. Zara's. Yeah, I'll check that out, man. I'll see what that's all about. I'll give it a look. Zars. Yeah, alright. I think I've seen that. Somebody else had, not on here, but I've had other guys mention, I think it's called Man of War. Something like that. Some really thick stuff. But, I don't know. I would rather just epoxy it, but they're worried about it looking super plasticky. But, I don't know. At this point, I would rather just put a mold killer on it, let it dry, and then epoxy the whole thing. But people want what they want. Sometimes you can convince them, sometimes you can't, and that's okay. That's all right. Make your customers happy, they keep coming back. So here's the bear I was working on earlier. He's just out here drying. One of my first little bears. He's probably a good 5 years old for those of you that are just tuning in. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. I gotta pick up out here, wrap up, get a few more things in the truck, and see if I can get this lawn mowed before I lose all my daylight. And I hope you guys have an awesome rest of the week. You too, Clark. Have a good evening, man. You know, I'm gonna try. I might grab myself a fizzy drink and just mow. You know, just mow the lawn. Have an awesome night, guys, and I will see you next time. We'll see you later.